you a couple of things. Number one, I want to say something on behalf of veterans who don't oftentimes get a chance to speak for themselves. Last year on Veterans Day, I spent the day in Aberdeen, Maryland with a bunch of retired combat vets from 3 or 4 different wars. And they stood up almost in unison to talk about why we needed to find a different way to deal with this situation in Iraq and why we needed strong voices over and over and over again to say that. Their other concern was the fact that so many of their colleagues come back now through Walter Reed and other hospitals with one arm, one leg, one eye, half of a stomach, nerve disease, all sorts of disorders, and our government is not doing for combat vets who are coming back what they should do. We've got reservists now who've been away from their families for over a year on their second tour of duty, and we're not providing for those families that are left at home. And we've got young people now in diminishing numbers joining our military because they think things are out of control. We've got to find a way to change things by doing something different and by doing it in a way that we know it all works. We love this country. We want to protect this country. But to do real homeland security, to protect our ports and our harbors and our train stations, we can't continue to throw money into Baghdad that never comes back again and continue to bury people that will never be with us again.